So it looks like the motion for default was filed on August 1st. Is that right?
We submitted it previous, so we had a previous setting for this, and we had an issue with the amount of damages. So we refiled it again. Yes, that's correct. August 1st. It looks like uh, there was still an issue in there, and I was going to ask this morning for another reset in order to clarify and correct that discrepancy. We tried to submit it this morning, but it didn't go through. The filing got rejected, so we're going to need an additional time to get that submitted.
Okay. So what I'll tell you is that's fine. I'm thinking I will probably put this for a status in 60 days. And what you can anticipate is that once you get your amended petition filed, that you can use that date as the hearing date. However, please don't wait so close to the hearing date so we can make sure we get, who is it, Sarah Isabel Vasquez? How are we notifying of the hearing there? Is it being mailed out or how are we sending notice to Miss Vasquez? Do you know, Mr. Black? Yes, I'm asking.
Uh, no, I do not. I know she was served via mail, via certified mail of
Mhm.
the citation, and so I would assume that is the method of service for notice of the hearing as well.
Okay, so know that I'm going to ask you at the hearing what that is, and if it's too close in time for you to be able to represent something to the court, that could lead to further delay, okay? So
Okay,
that's why I'm
thank you.
pushing it 60 days out, so you have time to get your petition filed or your motion filed, and then or refiled, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Who's next? Anyone?
Judge, yes, ma'am. We have on page one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring in Miss Juarez, Judge, and we have an interpreter on this one.
Mm-hmm. A default, sure.
Mr.
Mr.
Quinones, are you there?
Yes, ready.
Mr. Quinones, you're going to have witnesses, or are we just using the interpreter for the proceedings for your client?
Just for my client. Well, whatever, I think maybe just the foundation with her. She
Okay.
should be online as well.
She's here. Uh-huh. There she is. Let's go ahead and get set up with the interpreter, please, so we can go forward on 3531.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
ma'am.
we did send a very recent, within the last hour, default order
Okay.
based
I
on
may have
the,
gotten it today. We had a whole bunch come in.
oh,
So
okay.
yours might be one of them.
Okay, good.
Miss Juarez, if you could select Spanish. Señora Juárez, si puedes oprimir el español.
But on this one, I also see that the motion was recently filed, right? A week ago?
Motion? What motion?
The amended motion for default judgment was filed on August 6th.
Oh, let me see. I think it was just to clarify that there's only one defendant now. But let me check that. Mm,
That's amended, but it is, I don't see the previous one. Let's see. Okay, there it is. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, no. August 6th. So the first motion was filed in June, Mr. Quinones?
yes, it was. And
Okay.
I'm looking at the differences. I didn't speak to my paralegal. She's been out sick. I didn't ask her why she filed an amended. Oh, I think it was just to clarify who was being defaulted, I believe. But the judgment is only against Richard Reinhardt. He's the second defendant. The Four Seasons Pool Service is no longer in the case.
Let me see, order, so the order setting hearing was since June 30th. Okay. I'm not seeing, let me ask, Mr. Quinones, are you able to proceed on the June motion?
Yes, Judge, yes.
Okay. Then with that understanding, are we set up with the interpreter already?
I believe so. Oh,
Señora Perla, ¿sí oye? Miss Perla, are you listening?
Sí.
Okay. All righty, let me select English. Mr. Quinones, if you will also select English, because I will be muting the original audio.
yes.
Okay, on the list. Okay, so calling cause number 2023 DCV 3531, Petra Juarez versus MGAP LLC. Well, that's actually Richard O. Reinhardt. May I have announcements, please?
Your Honor, Carlos Quinones on behalf of Pedro Juarez, ready to proceed.
And for purposes of the record, Mr. Reinhardt, there is no one in the waiting room, right? We've received no communications from him.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I see you say no and shaking your head, but Mr. Nunez, I just don't hear you. Okay,
Sorry,
so we
Judge.
are set for plaintiff's motion for default judgment. Just for the record, Ms. Petra Juarez is utilizing the assistance of a court interpreter. Mr. Quinones, you may proceed.
Thank you. Ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
Oh, if you're calling Ms. Juarez, let me go ahead and
Nombre
swear
es
in.
Petra Juárez.
Ms. Juarez, if you would please raise your right hand.
Sí.
Ma'am, do you swear or affirm that any testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth?
Sí, juro.
So I can't hear the interpreter if she's speaking.
I don't hear it either, Judge.
Let me try
Okay,
relaunching it,
okay.
Judge. I'm gonna shut it down and relaunch it.
Oh,
Yes, I can.
there she is.
Was there?
I do swear. I do
Okay.
swear by Ms. Juarez.
I'm sorry, Judge. I stopped it. Let me relaunch it.
Okay, let's do that.
If we could select Inglés o Español, select English or Spanish. Señor Juárez, oprima español.
Sí. Sí, apenas te empecé a escuchar.
Are we good to go?
We should be, Judge. I see the
Okay, I
interpreter.
can hear you. Okay, let's try that again. Ms. Juarez, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that any testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth?
Sí, juro. Lo afirmo.
Thank you very much. You can put your hand down now. You can go, Mr. Quinones.
Thank you. Okay, ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
Sí, mi nombre es Petra Juárez.
Okay, and ma'am, let me mute my original. Ma'am, you were involved, you are the plaintiff against Richard Reinhardt, the defendant, is that correct?
Sí, correcto.
All right, and you're asking to, at this time, you're asking for a judgment based on an accident that occurred between you and Mr. Richard Reinhardt, is that correct?
Cierto.
Okay, and on this claim, you are seeking damages in the amount of $80,127.45, is that correct?
Cierto.
Okay, and this is based on incurred actual medical expenses in the amount of $23,331.18, is that right?
Cierto.
Okay, and these were caused as a result of the collision between you and Mr. Reinhardt, whereby Mr. Reinhardt rear-ended you and caused you to suffer these damages, is that right?
Sí. Cierto.
All right. You've also accumulated lost wages as well as pain and suffering and future medical care that you're requesting at this time. Is that correct?
Cierto.
Okay. We're also requesting a prejudgment interest from the date of the accident up until today in the amount of $3,296.27 for these past medical expenses, correct?
Cierto.
All right. And ma'am, you are a resident and of El Paso County, Texas, and have been since the date of the filing of this petition, correct?
Cierto.
Okay, and the accident did occur and take place in El Paso County, Texas as well. Is that correct?
Cierto.
Okay. I have no further questions, Judge. No less.
All right, thank you, Ms. Juarez. Mr. Jimenez?
Gracias.
Nothing further, Judge. I'd ask the court to consider the testimony of the witness and grant our default judgment in the amount of $80,127.45, considering her past medical expenses and a reasonable amount for damages as a result of this accident, Your Honor.
Okay. And that request will be granted. I do have the proposed order, plaintiff's proposed order, and the court will be signing off on that today, filing it with the papers of the court. Anything else, Mr. Quinones?
No, Your Honor, that's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Mr. Nanez, we can go ahead and turn off the interpreter function.
May the interpreter be excused.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
You as well, Your Honor. A pleasure to appear before you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Myrna, just a heads up, for some reason, when I'm doing attachments, it's not automatically picking up the most recent document. So let me know if I send you by accident something that doesn't go with that particular email. It's weird.
Okay.
Seen it all morning. Okay, where are we going to next, Mr. Nanez?
Page 2, Judge, top of the page, calling cause number 2024 DCV 4104, All Precision Sheet Metal Works, Inc. versus Duape Management Services, Inc. et al. Announcements, please.
Deborah Fisher on behalf of the plaintiff.
Bear with me 1 second, Ms. Fisher. I know we're set for default. Anyone here on behalf of Duarte Management Services? Okay, bear with me, ma'am. We are set for default hearing, Ms. Fisher. I do have your motion for default. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe we sent a proposed judgment as well.
Mhm.
If you don't have it, I can go ahead and resend that also.
I believe
We
it.
filed our petition back on September 5 of 2024. The defendant was served by serving their registered agent on September 12th of 24. They did not file an answer. And so then in June of this year, we filed a motion for default judgment. And there had been ongoing, this was a big construction project with multiple subcontractors. So there were some settlements going on between various entities and parties. So end result, the amount that we had originally sought was, or not that we sought, but the amount that had been due to our client was higher. There were some settlements received. So the end result is that the 103,000 listed in our motion and in our judgment is what is still the amount owed by Duarte to our client. We had provided materials. We were a subcontractor to them, and we had provided materials, did not get paid for that. And so the amount plus interest plus attorney's fees and costs is what is stated in our proposed judgment. And we did send notice of this hearing by certified mail to the same address that the defendant was served at, and it was delivered on June 30th. So he did, or they did have notice of it.
Ms. Fisher, anything else? I do see that in that email attached, there is the exhibit which the court will admit for purposes of this hearing regarding attorney's fees. Did you have anything else on your motion for default?
No, Your Honor, there is a certificate of last known address that is part of, or is page 5 of the motion. So we do have that submitted as well. On our original petition, it also had a sworn account, a statement from our client, and documentation showing the amount owed.
All right. The court will, first, as I stated, admit Exhibit A as part of your motion, and for purposes of this hearing, we'll also take judicial notice of all the documents that the court's file. Grant your request for default judgment. I do have the proposed order, and we'll be signing off on it with for filing with the papers of the court.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much for your time.
May I be excused?
You may have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Second, Mr. Hernandez. All right. Who's next? Was there anyone here on 5377 for page 1?
No, Judge, no one appeared for that one.
Calling cause number 2024 DCV 5377 Discover Bank versus Teresa Lopez. May I have announcements, please? All right, no one appearing. The case will be dismissed for failure to appear. 5377 is dismissed. All right, on page 2, I think we're at past 10:15.
Yes, ma'am. We're already on 2361, Judge. You want me to call it?
5116. Let's go with 5116 as Ms. Rivera.
51.
Good morning, Judge. Yes, I'm here on behalf of plaintiff.
Calling cause number 2024 DCV 5116 Capital One NA versus Jaime Gallegos. May I have announcements, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacobo Rivera for the plaintiff, Capital One.
And anyone here on behalf of Jaime Gallegos? No one is in the waiting room. Ms. Rivera, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here on a motion for a default judgment. This was a credit card case opened up with Capital One. It was a venture card, so one of those like for traveling expenses. That account was opened December 13th of 2017. The last payment made on that account was May 5th of 2022. Therefore, the account was then closed on December 12th of 2022, and this action was actually brought on November 12th of 2024. It was served on January 2nd, well, January 2nd of 2025 via substituted service because we were unable to get it personally served on defendant. It has now been with the court for the requested time per TRCP 15. So now we are moving for a default judgment of the last amount owed on the account, which was $45,086 with 22 cents, along with court costs.
Did you forward, Ms. Rivera, a proposed order?
I believe sometimes these out-of-town councils, Judge, they just file it and they don't send it over to the court coordinator. I do have it though, and I can send it in the next minute.
Please send it over. Was there anything else on your motion?
No, Judge, that was it.
Okay, so the court, once I review your proposed order, will grant judgment. I'm trying to see what this is here. Bear with me 1 second. I do have your motion with all the attachments. Take judicial notice of the court's file and grant your default. If you would please send the proposed order and we'll sign off on it, okay?
Yes, Judge, thank you. That's all for me. You may be excused.
You may. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Now let's go to 2361. That is 2025 DCV 2361 Juan Antonio Cervera Jr. versus Geico Insurance and Pedro Mar Gomez. May I have announcements?
Yes, Your Honor. Maria Fotopoulou for the plaintiff.
Good morning.
Cliff Jessup for defendant Gomez, Judge.
All right. Scheduling status conference. Can someone give me an update on the status?
Sure, Judge.
Or do you want the trial? I mean, I didn't want to jump to the trial option just in case you all were going to have great news that everything's all good.
Well, it's pretty new, Judge. I'm not thinking it's going to be too hard of a case, but it's still pretty new. We just exchanged initial disclosures. We've served written discovery with responses due at the end of the month, so it's still pretty early on, Judge.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to set it for another status or another trial date.
No, we'll go ahead and give you a trial date about a year out. Myrna, do you have a year out, like a after July civil date?
And Judge, I'm sorry, it's just for clarification, it's on the 2361, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their number listed on the screen is 2316, so I was confused.
Yeah, I saw, Miss.
There's July 24th and August 14th, Judge, 2026.
July 24th. We'll use that, Ms. Fotopulo. What we do is circulate a scheduling order. You all
Yes.
do it in 2 weeks. You guys send it back with your agreed mediator and you'll get your dates. Anything outside of those dates, please request your hearing with your filed pleading with Ms. Hernandez, okay?
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Jessup, anything else?
Not at this time, Judge.
We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, now this is 2024 DCB 4833 Wells Fargo Bank versus Miguel A. Munoz. May I have announcements?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Monica Zavala here on behalf of the plaintiff, Wells Fargo.
Anyone here on behalf of Miguel Munoz? Don't see anyone in the waiting room. Ms. Zavala, you may proceed on your default.
Thank you, Your Honor. This case was filed on October 22nd, 2024, and the defendant was served on November 25th, 2024. And to date, the defendant has not responded or made an appearance in this matter. We have provided Exhibit 1 of Kelly J. Christofferson, attesting to have personal knowledge of the accounts and records of the credit card that the defendant opened. And we have provided the consumer credit card agreement and disclosures as Exhibit A, as well as the periodic billing statements, which the last payment of $25 was received back in October 13th of 2023. And the total amount owed and due in Exhibit C of $22,039.44, as well as Exhibit 2 with the declaration of Carl Smart attesting to our attorney's fees for this matter. So we are asking kindly the court to grant the default judgment in the amount of $22,039.44, plus the attorney's fees and court costs as pleaded in the proposed order.
Okay, so the court has reviewed plaintiff's motion, including all of the attachments. We'll grant your request for default judgment. However, I do not see, just quickly scanning my email, that I have the proposed order. So if you would please resend that, I will sign off on it and file it with the papers of the court. Alrighty?
Thank you, Your Honor. I will do that.
Much. Have a good day. You're excused.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Work, right on time.
morning.
Calling cause number 2025 DCV 2268 Mariner Finance LLC versus Jose Lázaro Sanchez Avalos. May I have announcements, please?
This is Glenn Work for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
And no one here on behalf of defendant. Anyone here for Jose Lázaro Sanchez Avalos? I do not see anyone in the waiting room. Mr. Work, you may proceed on your default.
Thank you. This case was filed on May 19th of this year. And on May 29th, defendant was served with a citation and a copy of the original petition. The deadline for defendant to respond was June 23rd. However, no answer was filed or other responsive pleading or appearance was made. Attached to this motion is Exhibit 1, which is a certificate of defendant's last known address. And also attached is Exhibit 2 is an affidavit regarding the military status of the defendant pursuant to the Service Members Civil Relief Act. Also attached to the motion is Exhibit 3 is a business records affidavit with records substantiating and liquidating plaintiff's damages. Also attached is Exhibit 4 is my own affidavit regarding attorney fees and time. And I'd like to ask the court take judicial notice of the filings and the exhibits with the motion.
Yes, sir. The court will admit all the exhibits, has reviewed the motion, and will take judicial notice of all the documents in the clerk's file. Is there anything else?
Thank you. Yes, we ask the court for default judgment in the amount of $3,489.41. Pre-judgment interest in the amount of $422.72. Post-judgment interest at the annual rate of 18%. Court costs in the amount of $478.35. And attorney's fees in the amount of $875, Your Honor.
That is granted. I do have the proposed order and will have signed off on it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
May I be excused?
You may. Have a good day.
Oh, I believe.
You have something else?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me double check, just make sure.
5450. These are not attaching. I don't know why it's not picking up my last. Gonna be tricky all day.
No. That's all I have today, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Have a good day. All right, page 3.
On page 3, Judge, I do have the one at the bottom of the page ready.
Okay, that's 5341.
Yes, ma'am. Do you want me to call it?
Sure.
2024 DCV 5341, Joel Lewis et al. Versus Melissa McCormick. Announcements, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Raheem Ross on behalf of the defendant.
Morning, Your Honor. Lee Montion on behalf of plaintiffs.
Good morning. So this is a reset. Court was in trial, I guess, last time. It's a status conference. Let me get to your case. How are we doing on this one?
Your Honor, if I may, we were working on getting better discounts from UMC. Right now, it looks like they only want to give us, a 40% discount, and we feel that they could do better since they had the opportunity to run the health insurance that the kids have, and they did not do that. And so we're trying to argue that they should, just charge or reduce their amount down to, the Medicare, Medicaid guidelines. And it's been transferred to the supervisor there at UMC. And in addition to that, before the children's mother didn't want us to look in to see if she had underinsured motorist coverage, and now she agreed to do that. So we're working on those items as we speak.
Okay, so this one we were at well, that was the last status. It looks like, we went for about 6 months without any type of status. We had who's the ad litem? Let me see. Oh, okay. So,
It's Miss Valdez, Judge.
yeah, I just saw that. Thank you, Mona. you know, maybe we'll reset it for 60 days, but I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, well, it may not be enough time the way UMC has been moving. I think that was the issue from the very beginning, from when the friendly suit was filed, is we were working on getting all the discounts and such, and it's just they really haven't been budging very much, but we're really, yeah, trying hard to get that.
We'll do one more status in 60 days, see how we're doing, okay?
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morales. Anything else?
Nothing from our side, Your Honor, other than that. Plaintiff's been working hard on getting those reductions.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all next time.
Maybe excuse.
You may.
Thank you.
Let's go to the top of the page. I think we're ready on that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Cause number 2023 DCV 3768, Lawrence Jesse versus the La Paz Cleaning and Rental Service LLC. May I have announcements, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. John Valdez for plaintiff.
Good morning.
Good morning. James and Joyce on behalf of the defendant.
And we are set for a scheduling status conference. It's look like, yeah, I don't recall if we conferenced it back in July, but are y'all ready for a trial date?
We are, Your Honor. We completed plaintiff's deposition. We may need another depo, but I think we're ready to actually get a trial on the books at this point.
So if I'm going with a regular schedule, you're looking at July 24th of next year. Any reason you guys might want to maybe pick a date sooner than that?
Not on our end, Your Honor. I think we're good. And I think we're talking also earlier about, a mediation. So my hopes is that we can get that set sooner than later. And
Mr. Joyce, are you good with that, July 24th?
Yes, Your Honor. I think that is fine. Is there going to be a need for a updated scheduling order or anything like that?
Yes. That's what we will do is circulate, have y'all, we don't have one, right? We don't have a scheduling order in place, do we?
Not a current one, Your Honor. I think a previous one was vacated. So yeah.
Oh, this is an old case. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna do a new scheduling order, circulate it amongst you all, return it to us within 2 weeks. We'll get your date set with that trial date in mind with your mediation deadline, put your mediator in there, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see y'all
And my
next.
apologies about this morning. I had it on the calendar for some reason at 10 o'clock. So I'm sorry about that.
I thought y'all were on time.
I mean 10:30. Okay, sorry. No, I thought yeah, okay.
It
Yeah,
is 10:30. You're on time.
Okay, good. I thought for some reason it said 10. It's like,
Joyce
oh no,
is
I'm
super
late.
early. He was
Okay,
looking out for everything. So
gotcha. Okay, I'm glad I'm good.
all right, take care, guys. If you don't have anything else, y'all are excused.
Okay, good seeing you, Your Honor. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. Who's next?
Right on 4520, Judge.
Uh-huh.
Calling cause number 2024 DCV 4520 Citibank NA versus Joe Lopez. Announcements, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Isaac Lewis for the plaintiff.
Okay, what is this? A scheduling status conference? Is there anyone here on is Mr. Lopez here? It says pro se. Let me see.
No, ma'am.
Ms. Duran, can you let me know if Mr. Lopez received the notice of today's hearing?
He did, Judge, and it says that it was opened July 17th.
Okay, thank you. That's fast. I wonder if he didn't appear also on the July 9th setting. Mr. Lewis, were you here for the July 9th setting or somebody else?
I believe somebody else was here for that.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I've seen before. Well, we're set for a scheduling status conference.
Yes, Your Honor. We're ready for trial 60 days out.
All right, let's go ahead and set them for a bench trial via Zoom in about 60 days. We'll look for a good date, Mr. Lewis, and get notice to Mr. Lopez. Okie doke. Have you had any
Thank you, Your
contact with Mr. Lopez?
I have not had any contact with Mr. Lopez. I believe that the attorney supervising this case actually just came back in from a break of some sort. So I believe she, if she's having any contact with him, is taking care of that now.
All right. We'll see you in 60 days. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Am I excused?
Yes.
Have a good one.
You too. Is 4075 still on the docket?
Yes, ma'am, but no one's appeared for it.
Let's call it. Calling cause number 2023 DCV 4075, Destiny Chaparro versus Manuel Delgadillo. May I have announcements, please? All right, no one having appeared. This case has already been disposed. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So nobody appeared. Apparently there was some type of request to reinstate that is denied.
Judge,
Okay. Monday.
on the same case, I've gotten a couple of emails from a lady by the name of Vanessa Martinez asking what the status is on the order to reinstate, but I've told her time and time again that the case is disposed. It's dismissed. This was one that Judge Yvonne Rodriguez heard and never ruled on. And so you had dismissed the case before Judge Rodriguez heard the motion to reinstate.
Okay, well, it's beyond.
It's still pending.
Yeah, it's beyond, so that's denied. The case is overruled. Her motion to reinstate is overruled by operational law, and the case was dismissed. So that is the status of the case. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, is that the whole docket?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Udan?